Hi, Adule Badom here, and you're welcome to Transformation Podcast. Let's talk about teachability, the pathway to greatness. And this is actually a series, and it's going to be running for throughout the week. But on this episode, which is the first, we are going to be talking about Am I Teachable? A story is told in the Bible about the children of Israel, whom their fathers were not able to enter into the promised land because they continually sinned against God. And even the children that were allowed to enter into the land of Canaan, it was recorded that after Joshua died, their children continued in sin. They actually didn't learn from what happened to their fathers, and at the end of the day, they were allowed by God to be taken into captivity. This is a sign of people that were not teachable, people that were not open enough to learn from the mistakes of their fathers. How teachable you are is directly proportional to how great you can become. So your greatness is actually tied to how teachable you are. Many people we see today that are struggling through life, they are currently struggling not because they deserve to struggle, but many of them are not teachable. The less teachable you are, the harder your life becomes. The more teachable you are, the easier your life becomes. But let's look at the word teachable. What does it actually mean? Now, being teachable is having the intentional attitude and behavior to keep learning and growing throughout life. That is what being teachable is. The ability, having the intention or attitude and behavior to keep learning and growing throughout life. Now, I want us to look at the key components of this definition I just gave now. Intentional. Now, for you to be teachable, it's not something that falls on you. It's actually an intentional act. It means that you must be willing, you must want to possess that attitude. Now, let's look at the word attitude. Everything great in life is achieved with the right attitude. So it means that attitude is not something, it's not like an app that you just start assessing and get out of it what you want. Attitude is built over time. So you must have the intentional attitude and behavior to keep learning. To keep learning. Take note of that word, to keep learning. There are many persons initially when they started their visions, their dreams, they started a business or a job, they were very teachable at the beginning. But at the long run, they stopped learning. They stopped becoming teachable. This is what happens to many people. It's actually called hysteresis. Hysteresis is a situation whereby you get to a certain point and you begin to go back to your former form. It's as if you draw a rubber band. When you draw a rubber band and you allow it, what happens? It comes back to the way it was before. This is what happens to many people. We stop learning when we get to a point of hysteresis. But being teachable implies that you must keep learning and growing throughout life. Now, in order for you to grow throughout life, you must keep learning. When you don't learn, you cannot keep growing. So for you to keep growing in life, you must keep learning. For you to keep growing in life, you must keep learning. The both of them actually goes hand in hand. But there are certain things in this episode that I actually want us to keep in mind. One of the first things that I want us to keep in mind is this. Yesterday's lessons are not all it takes. I will tell you what I mean by that. What you learned yesterday is not what can keep you going for 10 years. No. You must keep learning on a daily basis. You must keep growing on a daily basis. What you knew yesterday is what got you to where you are right now. And what you will know today is what will get you to where you're going to be tomorrow. So yesterday's lessons are not enough to get you to where you want to get to in the future. John Naismith made a very, very striking quote, which I'm going to read out here. He said, "No one subject or set of subjects will serve you for a foreseeable future, let alone the rest of your life." No one subject. It means that the informations and the values that you have gotten before in the past will not serve you for the foreseeable future. So in order for you to stay relevant and important in your vision, in your dreams, in your business or whatsoever you do, you must keep upgrading on yourself. So yesterday's lessons are not all it takes. I want you to have that in mind firstly. And secondly, even talents or dreams become constrained when becomes constrained when teachability is absent. There are so many persons I have seen with so much potentials, but at times you wonder the reason why their potentials are still untapped. Many of these individuals I have met, when you look deep down, you find out that they are not teachable. They don't possess a teachable spirit, and because they don't possess a teachable spirit, their potentials, their talents, their dreams, and what they have within them that could actually be of impact in people's life stay at the level that it is because they are not teachable. Now, the third thing I want us to have in mind is that life becomes tougher when you're not teachable. There are so many persons out there that can actually be a blessing to your life, that can actually help take you to the next level. But life becomes tougher when you refuse to learn from them. So many persons today, especially the young ones in our generation today, they refuse to learn from people, possibly because of pride or whatsoever, but they refuse to learn from people. They refuse to learn from the experiences of others. They refuse to possess a teachable spirit so that they can get to the next level. And you find out that they keep struggling and keep suffering things that they are not supposed to experience. They continually experience it. Why? Because they are not teachable. So bear in mind that if you refuse to be teachable, life actually becomes harder. And last thing I want you to bear in mind also is you have to make a choice as regards this. No one is going to make a choice for you to be teachable. No one makes that for you. It's a personal decision. But if you must attain greatness in life, you must decide to become and stay teachable. If you must become great in life, you must decide to become and stay teachable. Your parents are not going to make that decision for you. Your family members are not going to make that decision for you. It's a personal decision that you must make for yourself. That's it for this episode. I know you got value. For more transformational content as this, you can check me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by searching for Adule Badong. I'll be coming your way again Wednesday this week for the next episode, and the next episode is one you don't want to miss, because we are going to be talking about how do I know that I am teachable. Many persons, many individuals you see today, they actually feel that I am teachable. But how come you're teachable and you're still where you are? It means that there is something that must be missing. So it's an episode you don't want to miss at all. So on Wednesday, I'll come your way again. And also, don't forget to subscribe. How do you do that? Go back to the page where you are currently at now, click my name and subscribe, so you can get the notifications when I post in messages as this that can actually be a blessing to you. Thank you, and until I come your way again, stay strong and stay blessed.